What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go over part 1 of 4, and today we're going to talk about meals. This is part of my 4M system and how I help all my clients, myself included, burn fat, build muscle, and just reach the results that they are looking to get quickly but sustainably. All right, so let's get after it. All right, that first thing that we're going to talk about will be your fasting schedule. We're going to fast, all right? So if you haven't fasted before, this is a great way to jump head first right in and go all in on yourself, all right? So that fasting schedule, so on Monday, we're going to do a 24-hour fast on Monday. So that fast starts Sunday night, that last time that you eat Sunday night. You go all the way into Monday, not eating anything, and then your only meal that you will pretty much have will be dinner, all right, a high protein dinner. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you're going to do some intermittent fasting on those days. You're going to do a 16-8 fast, or you're going to do a 18-6. Me personally, I'm gonna be doing more 18-6 where I'm fasting for 18 hours and I'm only having a eating window of 6 hours. Thursday night will be your last meal. Friday, you will go all day without eating on Friday, so you will eat 24 hours later from that last Thursday night meal to Friday night meal. So you'll only be having one meal on Friday as well. Saturday, you will be doing another 16-8 or 18-6 fast. Skip breakfast, you have lunch, dinner. If you actually, it's the weekend, you might be with family, you can actually turn that into, hey, we're actually going to eat breakfast, skip lunch, have dinner. If you need a protein shake for lunch, that is totally fine. Get you about 2 scoops of protein, about 50 grams, and you'll be good to go till dinner. Sunday, we'll be having 3 meals. This is a good way to get our calories back up. Just because we're having 3 meals, that does not mean you ruin your progress within those 3 meals. You're still having a healthy meal. Keeping the carbs low, keeping the fat low, keeping the fiber high, protein high, okay? So have those 3 meals, enjoy time with family, friends, church, all those things. And then you'll be getting right back on schedule from Sunday's night meal. You won't eat again to Monday night. All right, so that's your fasting schedule. So now let's talk about proteins. Your proteins, you should be getting about your body weight or goal body weight in protein. I'm 200 pounds. If I want to stay 200 pounds, I'm going for 200 grams of protein. If I'm 200 pounds and I'm trying to get down to 150 pounds, I'm going for at least 150 grams of protein. All right, so what does that look like per meal? So you want at least 8 ounces of a lean meat. That can be any type of red meat. So hamburgers, steaks, you got chicken, you got lean fish. Some people be adding pork into it. So like a pork tenderloin where it's really lean, or pork chops. So those are your meals. Those are your meats, your proteins. Keep it lean. Your turkeys as well. Keep it lean, 8 ounces. That'll give you about 50 grams of protein. If you're going for a protein shake, you want about 2 scoops of protein and some water. That'll give you about 50 grams of protein as well. Fruits and veggies. This is where we're going to get our carbs. But instead of us focusing on whether carbs are bad or good, let's focus on fiber. If these foods have fiber, we know that we probably should be eating, so we don't have to have that discussion on whether it's good or bad, because we're going to have fats and we're going to have carbs because we're doing a lot of fasting, okay? So when it comes down to carbs, we're looking at carbs as fiber, and that fiber is going to come from fruits and your veggies. Any type of veggie, any type of fruit. We're not looking at pastas. We're not worried about pastas. We're not worried about your rice and breads and stuff like that. That's pretty much going to be off the list. The only like true starch that we will truly have will probably be like a potato, because it's just sweet potato or something like that, because it has more nutrients. You get a little bit more fiber than you would if you were eating pastas or rice or something. So now fats. Your fats, a lot of your fats are going to come in from the meat that you're eating. So you really don't have to add any fat. If you're eating dairy, like cheeses, so if you're making a cheeseburger, remember your cheese is not protein, your cheese is fat. So that will be a source of fat coming in from there. If you're cooking in butters, you're cooking in oils, just make sure you are paying attention to how much of these that you're eating, because fat calories can get very, very expensive. All right. And if you need more education about proteins, fats, carbs, then I have other videos that you can look back into from there. Now, what can you have as you're fasting? So when you should not be eating during that fasting window, you can have water, electrolyte water. So that pretty much any type of electrolyte supplement that you like to use. You have green tea, like your hot green teas. You have black coffee. And the option, if you're feeling bad, your headache, you just feel like you're about to die, whatever the case might be, because you're truly, truly hungry and you just can't withstand that hunger anymore, then you can have a protein shake. Do 2 scoops of protein in water, shake it up, there you go, throw it back, and fast for as long as you can to your actual feeding window. All right. Another option that I actually like to give my clients will be having bone broth. Bone broth has good nutrients. It'll help you out during your fast, keep you full, satiated, and it also comes with protein. Not just chicken stock, beef stock. I want you to go for a bone broth. All right. The next thing we're going to talk about is cooking at home. You have to cook at home. If you're not eating at home, since we're not counting calories, eating at home is going to allow you to eat a lot more. So I'm not saying that you can't eat out, but do 90% of your eating, cooking at home. So then that way you can have a lot more room to eat a lot of your favorite foods. All right. Because we can't account for what these restaurants and fast food places put in their food. We don't know exactly what they're putting in it. So let's control the controllables, and we can control eating at home. And you got to think about it. You're only eating once, maybe twice a day. So you don't have to think about, oh, I'm have to meal prep, or I have to be cooking all day long. You won't have to, because you're only eating once, maybe twice a day. And a lot of that is going to come from you eating leftovers anyway. All right. Some supplements that we're going to be taking will be creatine. Creatine gets you 3 grams to 5 grams each day. That right there is just going to help you out with muscle gain, fat loss. You're mentally stronger, just as well as physically stronger. You'll see more definition. You'll be able to push through those workouts a lot more. We will be having a lot of caffeine. Caffeine is a supplement as well for around those workouts, or to help you get through those hunger pains throughout the day. Protein shakes. We'll be having protein shakes. I actually like using the protein powder versus the actual pre-made shakes. I want you to get you a good fish oil. Make sure that fish oil is DHA and APA. Make sure you have that. Get you a fish oil supplement. I like to freeze mine so I'm not tasting. I just put the whole bottle in the freezer, take out whatever serving I got, and then I throw it back in the freezer, and I take the frozen fish oil supplement, just so, because I don't like the taste of the fish oil, and when it's froze, you don't taste it or smell it. All right. So if you're taking, I want you to take a vitamin D3. If you're taking a vitamin D3 plus K2, so look for the supplement, the vitamin D3 plus K2. You could take 2 separate ones, or you can just buy one that comes with both in there. All right. And that next supplement that I want you to take with your vitamin D and K2 will be magnesium. Because if you're taking vitamin D, it needs K2 and magnesium for it to do what it's supposed to and for it to actually work. All right. But you can check with your doctor. Don't just take my word for it. Yeah, talk to your doctors about that. All right, y'all. So that's pretty much it. So let's just give y'all an example of what a meal might look like. So we got cheeseburgers, no bread, whatever toppings you want, low sugar, sauces that you're going to put on there. I'm going to throw some sweet potato fries with it. And all I'm doing to the sweet potato fries, I'm chopping my fries up, chopping the potato up into fries. And then I'm gonna throw some avocado oil, some olive oil, throw it in the oven, take it out. As soon as it's about done, or I want it kind of crispied up, then that's when I sprinkle my cinnamon over top of it. And cinnamon is a good spice to use for your body to utilize. It'll be good for the body. So just cinnamon and olive oil or avocado oil, and that's it. That's it. And I like to do the cinnamon after I've already thrown it in the oven and it's done. Because if you throw it, sprinkle your cinnamon over it before you bake it and get it crispy, it might start to taste burnt. So that's just a little tip, little trick that I've used. My vegetable will be broccoli. So that is a perfect meal for me right there. Easy to get after, and I'm eating the same meals each week. It's going to be repetitive, but it's going to allow us not to overthink. We're not going to be stressing because now we know exactly what to eat. And we can't just be eating for taste. We want our foods to taste good, of course, but we can't be emotional to the taste. We need to be emotional to knowing that we want the gains. We want to lose that body fat once and for all. All right, y'all. So thank y'all for tuning in to this video. I'll see y'all on part 2. So make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Love y'all.